Hi guys! Are you ready to attack words like a shark? Well, I am. Let's do it together. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and show you what we're going to be reading today. Here we go. Here's our speech by Susan B. Anthony, Women's Rights to Suffrage. And again, you're welcome to follow along in your Elevate book. I don't have the page number for you, so you're going to have to find it on your own. But if you can find it in your Elevate book, go ahead and pause this recording and find it. And feel free to follow along. I'm going to go ahead and start it up at the top and read the title. Famous Speeches, Susan B. Anthony's Women's Rights to Suffrage. Editor's note. The year before making this speech, Susan B. Anthony voted illegally. That means she broke the law. She went ahead and voted even though it was illegal for her. She voted in the 1872 election between Ulysses S. Grant and Horace Greeley. Anthony was fined $100, which would be considered nearly $2,000 today. Instead of paying up, Anthony made speech after speech, fighting for women's voting rights. Anthony died in 1906. She was sadly unable to see her goal realized. Women were finally given the right to suffrage in 1920. She also never paid her $100 fine. And here's a graphic source, a picture of Susan B. Anthony. Let's go ahead and keep reading. All right, these are her words. Friends and fellow citizens, I stand before you tonight accused of the supposed crime of having voted at the last presidential election without having a lawful right to vote. It shall be my work this evening to prove to you that by voting I committed no crime. I simply exercised my citizens' rights. These are the rights guaranteed to me and all United States citizens by the National Constitution. No state has any power to deny these rights. The preamble of the Federal Constitution says, "We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure peace and quiet at home, provide a way for our country to defend itself, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our future, do establish this Constitution for the United States of America." Okay, so she was quoting that from our preamble. Now we're back to her words again. It was we, the people, who formed the Union. It was not we, the white male citizens. It was not we, the male citizens, who did this. It was we, the whole people, who formed the Union. And we formed this Union not just to give the blessings of liberties to others, but to secure them for ourselves. We did not form it just for half of ourselves or half of our posterity. We formed it for all of our nation's future citizens. We formed it for women as well as men. It is insulting to women to talk to them of their employment, of the blessings of liberty, while they are denied to vote. The vote is the only way to gain these blessings provided by the Democratic Republican government. A state may not make a law that takes away the rights of one half of the people. It is like passing an unjust bill of attainder. It is like convicting a whole group of people for some crime and punishing them without a trial. It is a law that makes an act a crime only after the act has been committed. Doing this goes against the highest law of our land. In this way, the blessings of liberty are forever kept from women. To women, this government has no fair powers that come from the consent of the citizens. To women, this government is not a democracy. It is not a republic. It is an immoral government. It is run by a few privileged men. It is the most hateful aristocracy ever established on the face of the earth. It is a government of wealth where the rich rule over the poor. We might be able to live under a government where the educated rule the uneducated. We might endure one where the white man rules over the black man. But this is a government based only on whether a person is a man or a woman. It makes fathers, brothers, husbands, and sons the rulers over mothers, sisters, wives, and daughters. It allows all men to act as kings, ruling over all women. It brings disagreement, disharmony, and anger into every home of the nation. In their dictionaries, Webster, Worcester, and Bouvier all give the same definition of the word citizen. They say a citizen is a person in the United States. They say a citizen has the right to vote and hold office. The only question left to be settled now is, are women people? I hardly believe any of our opponents will have the nerve to say they are not. Being people, then, women are citizens. No state has a right to make any new law or to keep any old law that shall take away their rights or protections. Therefore, every discrimination against women in the constitutions and laws of the several states is today without power, precisely as is every such law against Black Americans. Okay, my friends, I want you to think, what do you think this speech is mostly about?